Ah, nice of you to join me. So, what have we done today so far? I've got a diesel heater in. I've got 2 reading lights over the bed. Got 4 USB sockets over the bed. Just got to do one more light. I've installed the diesel heater, but I can't seem to get it to turn on. So that's the next thing to do. So yeah, stay tuned. I will do a little bit of a walkthrough for you. Just been to Halfords and got a cooker, and oh, that's lovely. And a little toaster, because I've got a sideboard and I've hired it and made it fit, so I'm going to turn that into a kitchen unit, which is good. Got a 2-seater sofa back there, as you do, and a little ottoman to store things. So, in the next video you'll see will be a walkthrough of the back. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this pipe. Hello. Welcome to an interesting edition of this van, a new van called Grey Slick, or Gracie. So, it's a bit of a mess at the moment because I've been loading in since 3, so it's been a hard day so far. But yeah, it's taken me about 2 weeks to get to this point. There's still bits to do. It's an overhanging bit for more storage. It's a light, so that light's controlled by this, and then we've got this here as well to light up the cooking area and the sink. I managed to get everything working. Electrical issues and bits and bobs were basically I just needed to redo the wires. But also, what is this? Ooh. It'd be a TV DVD thing. But, you know, I say but, I can't seem to get it to turn on with the 300 watt inverter when it only uses 41 watts. So that's my thing. Inverter turns on, the fan turns on, but there's no light. So I think the inverter's knackered. So I have to check that out. So yeah, that light works. I need to do a good run because the battery's not very healthy at the moment. But yeah, this back here, this is a shower curtain to hide because the toilet's just down here. To kind of just, you know, give you a bit of privacy while you're having whatever, really. So yeah, I'll keep you guys informed. Many thanks. So, join us somewhere in Yorkshire. To the Moto Garage Service place. Smoking black cherry pipe tobacco. Lovely. Sun is out. We've got 2.5 hours to go till we reach Market Drake. Don't have a great night's sleep. It's a bit chilly in there. I do have a heater. Can't run it all the time because because it eats up a lot of the battery. I know we're on the A1M somewhere. We were rudely awakened by a JCB trying to dig up the path. Luckily, got out there just in time. So I'm going to go grab a coffee. Oh, a long couple of weeks. Alright, we'll catch you soon. That's all I can say. Just absolute rubbish. Just absolute rubbish. So, oh crud. Hungover. What a how can I say it? What a day, really. Yesterday. So we left Wednesday night. Started heading south. Alright, got a whole van packed up and ready to go. I tried to fill in the water tank that I had installed in the caravan. That started to leak. I was like, okay, so then I had to quickly rush to Asda. Picked up big 5 litre bottles of still spring water. That was alright. Came back. So we headed off. We headed south. We drove for about an hour and a half. Found this nice little spot next to an ancient toll road over a bridge that that's interesting. Sorry, I had to check that. An old toll bridge that only had a weight limit of 7.5 ton, I think. But at night, the toll's closed, so you could go over for free. So, went on the Park for Night app. It's a really good app. If you've got a camper van, I suggest getting that app, because that'll help you out a lot. So, that app also works in Europe as well, which is good. What else? Yeah, so used the Park for Night app. We got to where we got to, and I'll explain this later. Where is it? I went over the bridge. It's not there. It's not there. Went back to it, looked, and went, okay. There's a sign there I could look out for. Went back over the bridge, and then found where the spot was. It was a bit muddy. So managed to turn it around, got the spot, parked it up for the night. Tried this new heater out, didn't work. That's the second thing. Right, okay, made the bed, and by this time it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. We made the bed, did the food for the puppies, and got down on the bed, come off 7 in the morning, was rudely awoken by a dumper truck and a JCB tractor. The JCB tractor was digging up all the mud for some reason and spreading this bunch of rocks around to help with vehicle traction. 2.5 hours keep. Alright, we'll carry on. So, we carried on, stopped at a services, got a Costa coffee, had a good old smoke on the old tobacco pipe, and stopped, had some coffee, got some provisions, and went, okay. I'll have a look, okay. Later. So, carried on, Noticed there was a cop car. Great, okay, what's this? With its lights on, pulled past me, pulled in front, and as he was pulling in front, dot matrix sign goes, and says, follow me. Shit, what now? What now? We stopped you because we're doing random VOSA checks. Well, they're called DVSA now, I think. Driver Vehicle Standard Agency. This is 10:30. Still got 2.5 hours to go. Still got 2.5 hours to go. Still got 2.5 hours to go. So, these random spot checks are all on vans. So they were picking on people who had vans, basically. I'd already stopped a few people in front of us. And they're doing like small MOT things on the side of the road. Okay. So then I get issued with this. The worst thing you can ever get issued by the beautiful VOSA people. Roadworthiness Prohibition. So, it's still MOT'd and taxed and insured. But until I get, here we've got severity, until I get that done, and put it through a class 7 MOT at £50 an MOT, because it's a big one. And this is a full MOT, not to just, clear those two and yeah, off you go. No, it's a full MOT. And I've got to pay it. Really? They're like, oh, we've got a couple of options. You can fix it side of the road, and once it's fixed, the VOSA people will revoke the roadworthiness prohibition. Okay. So I pulled the light cluster off and I was like, right, okay, I'll check all the bulbs. And this was the reverse light bulb. Now, light bulbs are meant to be transparent. And this one was rubber burnt. As you can see. That was the reverse light. I did change that. So I got the cluster off, changed that. I went, okay, right, I need this and this bulb. Went into the garage, picked up the bulbs, managed to fit the first one. The second one, I managed to fit the bulb here, between here and here, was loose, and you could turn that around, and basically it disintegrated in my hand. Great. So they stopped me at 10:30. This prohibition, roadworthiness prohibition, came into force at 11:28. So the defects leading to the prohibition are stop lamp inoperative, no stop lamps show a red light with brake applied. Obviously, first of all, majority of people would think that that's your light bulbs. It's a citron relay. It's never as simple and as straightforward as you first think. It's always something very convoluted. Oh, great. So, got the bulbs, got another bulb, fitted that, still no brake lights. It's like it was working. It was working yesterday. Totally fine. You know, it was working yesterday, totally fine. But okay, so this has happened in transit. Because they're all working when I check them. So here I am, stranded in a motorway service station. Shazza, at this point, went, sod this, and went to the nearest pub. And the nearest pub was about 2.5 miles. The puppies were very tired. So she got into a pub about 12:30. Everybody was okay and friendly with her, which is good. And then she found out it was £2.75 a pint. Which went down a treat. So, changed the bulb, still nothing. And then, after ringing around several mobile mechanics, where'd you join me? In the back. So, where were we? Yes. So we've come to the conclusion that it's a new government scheme. If they don't like, basically they've been given a quota of older vans, vehicles, older campers, self-built campers. You know, that they've been given a quota basically of if you have an older van that doesn't meet their requirements or doesn't look like it should be on the road, they're wanting to get it off the road basically. So for anybody who's got a camper van driving around the M62, M6 Manchester area, just stick to the B roads, man. Stick to the B roads. Oh. So, finally back home after £300 cost of getting the van from Bradford, 88 miles north, back home. So the next chapter in this story is because leaving us out of pocket by about £2,500 to get rid of the van. Even after I spent 2 weeks trying to get it ready, you know, putting stairs in, putting the bed in, putting the TV, DVD player in, doing a kitchen unit, making sure water pump's working, making sure electrics are working, making sure the battery was charging, making sure that the diesel heater worked. You know, everything that would make it comfy and comfortable to go away in, I did. It's just getting more and more ridiculous every day. So, what I'm going to do is sit here for a moment, reel it all in, and just take it from there, really, before I take a hammer to it. Oh, if you're wondering where I'm sitting, this is a double sofa. It's a proper full sofa, this. And the back doors, I put curtains on. Curtains? Put some insulation across there. I didn't have enough wood to finish that off. Put a shelf in. That's a standard side unit, which I extended using pallets. Cooker, sink area, made those two out of pallet bits. This curtain from the caravan. Actual steps from a house somewhere. It's a bit of beechwood, so I'm just sitting here, putting my feet up. More and my own work. I'm realising got no money left. You have to get rid of it. Bit sad, but hey ho, life goes on, I think. Oh, you're wondering what that is? That is a USB charging port. It's not connected because I ran out of cable. And the cable I've been using is standard telephone cable because it can hold up to 40 volts. Not sure the amperage though, but it's pretty high. 4-core, so you've got you know, two of each, and then you double it up and it increases the resistance, and it's really good. It's very cheap. I got 25 meters for like £6.50. You know, it's cheap and it's good, and that's what I used. But I kind of ran out of cable to complete that. I mean, there's one there, and then there's another one on the other side of the sofa. Really knackered now. And then yeah, last night that pub we were in, we got 6 beers from behind the bar when the pub closed. It closed very early, closed at 9:30. And no one in there apart from us, so took some beers back to the van. So I've got to spend some time taking everything back out. See you on the next update. Hello. What do we see here? We're back in the van, back on the road. So, apart from the beard trim and a lot of cycling, which I don't mind cycling, it's quite nice actually. What was I going to say? Yes, I have the van. It's back on the road. Right, where do I start? £815 later, and 2 weeks going backwards and forwards and trying to find the right part to fit the CV boot and stuff. I'm back on the road, baby. Alright. Now I've just got to work out how to pay the fine. Or contesting it. So it's one of those. Do I pay the £100, take the 3 points? Or do I take them to court and then have to pay £95 surcharge, another 40% on top of the £100 fine, and £35 victim surcharge, plus court costs, all for having these, by the looks of what they're trying to get me for, is a phone holder. It's not even in my view. So, it's one of those. Nothing I can do unless... more money. You know, since December, spent £3,123. I think it's around about that. On this van alone, it's £2,715. But it's got an MOT till whenever I'm stopped again by the police and DVSA, and what was the other thing? Police, DVSA, there's something else as well. Again, and they go, oh, you're gonna do this, or we're gonna arrest you with another roadworthiness, roadside wank. Anyway, enough of me rumbling and going, ooh, the van's back on the road, that's the main thing. It's all good until April next year, so it's got quite a longer MOT. £45 for the Class 7, because it's a big van, and £10 for the retest. Trials and tribulations of trying to do a Luton van. Best thing I would suggest, get a motorhome. Preferably one that's a new one. So that you know every 3 years you can change it and get another one. That's what I would strongly suggest to anybody. Otherwise, you have to deal with a lot of money being paid out, a lot of stress, anxiety, a lot of unnecessary backwards and forwards, and having to wait for, you know, unless you're mechanically savvy, or you know people who are mechanically savvy, and or what was the other thing? Or a mobile mechanic. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I'm going to get back and work out what's left to do. But the van's all done in the back. It's ready to go. I've got no money. Anyway, take it easy. I would say drive safely, but you can only really drive as safe and as well as the other people around you. Just make sure when you leave, if you're doing a long journey, always check and make sure everything's working, such as, I don't know, lights. Make sure that your brake pedal switch is still plugged into the main wiring loom. Make sure all your lights are working. And you have enough fuel, because that's another thing. If you run out of diesel on a motorway or petrol on a motorway, and you're on the hard shoulder, you can actually be fined by the police for running out of fuel on the motorway. Oh yeah, don't take the M62 or drive anywhere in Manchester M6. And stay away from the West Yorkshire Police Constabulary. Whoa. So the meaning, stay off the moors, is real. Stay off those moors. They're no good. It will cost you a lot of money. And when you know the majority of people in the UK don't have much money, I'd stay off the moors. Take the M1. Or just avoid motorways altogether. Anywho, let's get this back. Ooh. Anyway, catch you in the next snippet of life. If you can call it life. Let's